and a very good afternoon, good morning, welcome along to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us this Monday. I hope your week has got off to a good start. If you joined us earlier on Wake Up Call, certainly I know it will have done. And listen, we are here for a 2-hour craft vault, and I'm really looking forward to this show because I know what you're thinking to yourself. Craft vault, yes, you're going to get amazing deals. You're going to get lowest ever prices on some items as well, and you are going to get some spectacular deals right across the show. But over the course of the next 2 hours, we're going to be focusing on the foil press machine and all of the goodies that go with it. So what we're going to kind of do within this craft vault is give you those deals that you expect to get, but also take you round our foil press machine as well, because if you've never seen it before, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what on earth is it? So all of that will be covered over the course of the next couple of hours. And listen, it is not just me on my own for the next 2 hours. Thank goodness I hear cry. Imagine what a disaster that would be. I am joined by a lady who I feel like I have not seen in absolutely ages. And no, Georgina, she is not a disaster. She's a crafty master. It is the lovely Debbie Fisher. How are you?
I can definitely be a disaster, I can tell you, Ben. It's lovely to be back working with you.
Nice to see
we
you.
have got some glimmer, glitz and shine for this next 2 hours because we've got the foil press, one of my absolute favourites. We're going to be it's a craft vault, isn't it? So we're going to be running through so many things on this. So ask your questions, but we're going to go through whatever you want to see. So I've just got a few samples to show you. One of my absolute favourites. I love this alphabet. This is foiling and stamping at its best. I mean, how incredible is that? So you can spell whatever name you want, whatever sentiment you want. We've got some creator card cut and foil backgrounds. What about a dotty background? Now, I know there's not many of these left, so this dotty background is incredible. And then we've got this beautiful sentiment as well. We've got the especially for you, and I can hear you all singing especially for you. But we have got Christmas wrapped up, so if you want to get those Christmas in early, look how fabulous these backgrounds are. Your snowflakes there and your Christmas wreath. So whatever you're looking for whatever season all through the year, we've got some foil press to show you exactly how to do it.
Absolutely, we have. It's all about the glitz, it's all about the glam, it's all about the sparkle, and it's all about you today as well. Interaction is what we need on this craft vault because, as I've said, it's going to be fast and furious at points, but actually we've got so much on this show that if there's something that you see and you think, oh, I want to grab that, but I want to see what it looks like before I grab it, let us know in the comments, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Get in touch with us and go, oi, Moseby, I want to see this. I want to see that. I mean, don't say, or Moseby, say, hi Ben, please could you show me this? That's much more polite, isn't it? Facebook and YouTube, and we'll be happy to. We're going to go through as much as we can over the course of this show and foil as much as we can, but if you want to see something, let us know what it is. But let's go right back to basics before we kind of bring you all of these deals, because you can't do all of the foiling with the amazing deals that we've got on this show before you see the foil press machine. Now, this only available in the UK and EU currently. We are doing our very best to get this stocked again for our US viewers. However, take advantage of this deal today if you are a UK or EU viewer, because look, $99.99 is the price on this. You're obviously going to save 20% off that price if you are a platinum member, so that comes down to $79.99. And here's the other thing. Look down here where the finger is pointing. You're going to get 100 bonus points to take advantage today. Would that get you into the next club level? Is it going to move you up from a silver to gold? A gold to platinum maybe? Potentially, but that is great. When you think about all the points you're going to get for that, and then for the 100 bonus points as well, this is a great deal. So we're going to have a look at the machine. By the way, keep your eyes peeled. I won't say too much about it now, but this collection here, get ahead on the web and have a look at the alphabet letters that we've got on the deal that we've got for you on that. You will not believe it. First up though, let's go over to Debbie, right? So here we go, Debbie. I am completely new to this. I see the words foil press machine on my screen. I have no idea what this does and why I need it in my life. So back to basics. What on earth does this machine do?
Yeah, absolutely. So what is the foil press? The foil press is a plug-in electrical machine that you do need to have a Gemini Junior or a big Gemini. So the bigger Gemini, you will need an extender plate. Right. But this is actually specifically made for the Gemini Gemini Junior, but you can use it in other machines. So Gemini Junior and your electric foil press machine. Now the base is what you're going to get when it comes out the box. So you'll plug it in, you've got a switch on the side, so for safety you've got your switch. You can then see your on-off button has gone red. Now when I press that, it means that this base unit is starting to heat up. You've got your light here, which has got it's in red. You've then got your platform. This is a consumable. This is going to last you a very, very long time. But when you do want to get a new one, then you can buy these. And what they do is they plug in. Now this is really important. You have pins in the top here.
Okay.
And you have sort of pins, like sections in here that they slide into. So you can see they're actually quite a precision there in going in. Now, it's not hard to put in, but you must always slot it inwards. Never pull it up to take it out or put it in. Never wiggle it about. You just want to put it straight in. And it's the same when you take it out, make sure you always pull it to the side of you. You pull it straight out. So once that's in, you press your on switch, and then you wait for this light to go green. It shouldn't take long because I have actually been preheating it. The other things that you do get in your box when you get it, you get your metal shim here. Now that is to protect your base when you are using the cut and foil stamps. You've also then got your top plate. Now this is a carbon plate. This is going to last you almost forever. I'd like to say forever, just depends, because we never say forever is ever, but this is amazing. It gets used so many times. It will keep its strength. It will not warp. It is amazing. And that is your top plate for everything that you put through. Yeah. You then get your rubber mat and your tweezers. Now your tweezers are magnetic, so when you pick something up, it might not pick up my mat because it's not so magnetic. There it is. It will pick it up and then you release it by letting it go. So when your dies come off, and you just heard the bleep, our light has now gone green, so it means it's ready to go. Shall we show exactly how you foil it straight away?
Let's do it.
So now I know that that's all heated up. The first steps that you do when you are foiling anything, and what I am going to do, I am going to use, let me just take it off it doesn't want to come off of here. I've used the one that we've got up in the office, but it's stuck onto the base. Sorry, should have took this off beforehand. Let's just, it just doesn't want to come. We've got extra sticky tape on the back.
Go on, rip it off there. Go on. They're testing you on your first day back with me.
There we go. Yeah, I need some strength. Yeah, I need some strength. It's just got a bit over. Let me just take that extra sticky, there we go, that's it. Now, the best thing that I can tell you about the foil press is when it's heated, make sure you've got everything ready. So your die is ready, your card is ready, and you've got your foil ready all at the same time. Now, what you also get in there is a booklet. Now, this booklet is amazing, and it's going to teach you everything there is. It's your user guide. It tells you everything in here on step by step of how to use. So you've got all your notes and everything getting started. You've got your hot foiling with a foil stamp. You've got thin metal dies that you can emboss foil with. You've also got hot foiling with your stamp and cut dies, and we're going to be covering all of that. This first page here is what's really important. Okay. It tells you everything on here of where you've got a small die, a medium die, and a large die. It then gives you all your different mediums that you can foil, like your cardstock in different weights, pearlescent cardstock, vellum, mirror card acetate, faux leather materials, and ribbon fabrics, and then it does the same for your stamp and cut dies. So what we're going to do, we're going to use, and I'm going to bring it in straight away because I know there are not many. We're going to bring in this beautiful dotted design. I just love this one.
Low figures on these.
We're going to place this onto our foil press. It's going to tell me for a large, so I know that's a large die. So I'm going to go to my large die. I'm going to use 300 GSM cardstock. So it's going to tell me, if I go across here, it will tell me that I need to do that for 50 seconds. So I'm going to place my foil, and always your shiny side down. So facing that down, I'm going to then place my card over the top, making sure that's covered that die, and then we're going to put our top plate onto there. I'm then going to count up my seconds, so we want 40 seconds on there. So using that, you can do like step by step. I'm going to press start and we're going to let that heat up. So this timer is doing all the work for you. There's no guesswork with this. It's telling me that I need 40 seconds. It's all in there getting warm. And I haven't got them with me. I didn't bring mine, but you do get some little little clasps on your hand. Yes, they look like little crab claws. They're the same colour as these. But if you have sensitivity to heat, then use them to just grip it when you take it out. But it doesn't get red hot, so you're not going to burn yourself. But if you are a bit sensitive to heat, they're ideal to use on the side.
And once this beeps as well, just so that I know in my mind, we need to go straight away. You can't let it beep and then leave it for a minute.
No. You want to take it straight out. So what I always do is place my hand onto here and pull it out. And that keeps it flat. I'm then going to offer this into the mouth of my Gemini and literally just let that go through, Ben. It grabs it as it normally would anything from through the machine. It all does the work for you because we've got an electronic machine. So as we take that out, we can then take this off, turn this round, and then we can do our reveal. So you can see where that imprint has come through. All I'm going to do is peel this back. Look how amazing that is. I mean, you could not get a more perfect background. It's beautiful. And a bit later on, we will show how we will use this bit to do then the negative side as well. So do not waste anything. So totally amazing machine.
It really is, and honestly, that is just a snapshot of what you can do. But isn't it amazing to be able to foil in your own home? You know, it's kind of giving your projects that real sort of feel of luxury, isn't it? And I think these particularly great, you know, if you are looking to do things like invitations, wedding stationery, all those kind of bits and pieces, if you've got the ability to foil, I just think you are miles ahead of the game here. $99.99 is the deal if you want to go for the machine and all the goodies that come with it. Take another 20% off that, of course, if you're platinum, and you've got an extra 100 bonus points too. This is the day to grab it. And also, I've already seen a few comments coming in. I knew these would arrive. Comments along the lines of, so excited for this show today, says Lorraine. I've only used mine once. I'm afraid of it. If you are one of those people who've already got one of these at home, get it out today, or at least watch this show, and then after this show, get it out and do something with it, because it isn't scary, as Debbie's already shown you, that it's all kind of nice and straightforward, everything you need included in that matrix. So get it out, get crafting with it, because once you get confident with your machine, honestly, the world is your oyster. It's such a great machine. Now, if you are going for this today, amazing. You might want some other bits and pieces to go with it. If you've already got the machine, then you are definitely going to want to take advantage of some of the craft vault deals that we've got for you over the course of this show. And I've got to be honest with you, when I first saw this mammoth set that we've got here, I thought to myself, well, these are going to be available as like individuals. And then I looked at the individual price of each and every one of the foil stamp and die letters that you've got. And I was thinking to myself, okay, well, that's not too bad for one. You know, £5, $7, that's pretty good. You know, you can pick and choose a few kind of thing. And then I looked at my notes again, and I did this. That there went. All of them, half price. I say, what? Look at the deal that you're getting. Seriously, £67 or $94 for the lot. Be careful, Ben, don't knock it over. Oh, that arm swoosh got a bit close. You get all of these half price. That is a phenomenal buy. And here's the other brilliant thing with this as well. Of course, if you are a platinum member, you can take another 20% off that. $53.60 is the price if you're shopping with us in the UK today. If you're shopping with us in the US, that comes down to $75.20. You have got the ability now to be able to totally personalize all of your projects. You've got the ability to totally personalize all of your home decor pieces. So whether it be for mum, whether it be for dad, whether it be for Whoever, Uncle Engelbert. I mean, seriously, well, that's what I mean though. When you've got all of the letters of the alphabet, you can do whatever you like. If you just want to create a little card with an initial on, you've got the ability to do that. Oh boy, wait until you see all of the different foils that you can get for this as well. So, if you're thinking to yourself, oh yeah, I want to be able to kind of foil in the gold and the silver, yeah, you can. But then we've got some other absolutely gorgeous colours to go with these as well. This is a phenomenal buy. If you are going for your foil press machine today and budget stretches to it, get this collection, honestly, because it's personalisation, it's foiling, all wrapped into one. Amazing. If you've already got your machine, you've got to go for this deal today. Half price, 67 or 94 for the whole alphabet. I just think it's brilliant. Please don't miss out on this deal today. Now, other deals that we have got on the show. Christmas. Now, I know it's the middle of April, but you guys have been telling me, we've had chats about this already, lots of you already thinking Christmas time, lots of you already creating with Christmas in mind. And if you're wanting to do some foiling this Christmas, then why not think about grabbing this collection? Again, half price deals, craft vault deals for this collection. You're going to get the 3-piece collection, which is going to bring you, first of all, your Merry Christmas Creator Card foil stamp. So again, there's your die or stamp, as we call it, your foil stamp. Then you've got the ability to, as we said, create the beautiful front of your card. So simple to do in the colour that you choose of foil. I mean, it looks absolutely amazing in the gold there, of course, but it is entirely up to you. We've got lots of different foils available for you. Then you're going to also get your Merry and Bright. Again, how gorgeous is that? How detailed are these two? But then you've seen to yourself how easy it is to create that foiling effect. No mess, no fuss, so simple to do, stunning. That real top quality, real high quality finish, easily done. And then also in this collection, you're going to get this gorgeous Let It Snow as well. So that one again, great as a background, great as a finished project. It is absolutely stunning. All three of those, $29.98 or $49.48 if you want to add those into your basket today. Now, we've got some Christmas backgrounds on the show for you as well. So let's quickly show these to you. If you like the Let It Snow background, that actually comes in this collection as well. So that is your Let It Snow, which I've just shown you. But in this particular bundle, that one bundles up with your Festive Words background. And again, it's as you've seen, you've got all the timings as far as your foil press machine is concerned. If you're thinking to yourself, how long do I need to kind of heat these up for? It's all included there for you. And this is gorgeous. This foil stamp brings you sayings like season's greetings, Christmas, snowflake kisses. Absolutely stunning. And again, you just choose the colour of foil that you want to use it with, and away you go. $24.99 or $36.47, a half price deal once again on those. The other one that I quickly want to mention, let me just swoop and grab it. Swoop and grab. The Grande Dots. We're in Grande. You've got to say, you can't go Grand Dots, can you? Grand Dot, Grande. I know it is, but it's Grande. It's French. No, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about, Debbie. Forgetting what I'm doing. These are flying out the door. I think we've only got double figures of stock available on them, and there was a lot of chat about these on the wake-up call earlier on. So these are the ones that you just saw a few moments ago with Debbie passing through her machine there. Half price, $14.99, $21.97. If that is one that you fancy, get it in your basket and get it checked out right away. A few hellos then, lots of excitement about this show. Sarah Brown says, hello everyone from Melbourne, Australia, back for more fun. Hi Sarah. Shelley86M says, hello and good morning from Michigan. Anzin, good morning, afternoon or evening everyone. And Stephanie says, good morning everyone from New Jersey. Susie T on YouTube says, hi Debbie Giggles. Is that your new nickname? Debbie Giggles.
Yeah, they do always say I'm a giggler. Yes, I do giggle a lot.
I like that. She did it again there, look.
I giggle at everything.
That's why I love you so much, you see, because I can just tell one of my bad jokes and you laugh at me. You're looking beautiful today, says Susie T.
Thank you very much.
Lorraine Bennett on Facebook says, OMG, I forgot about the beeping on the Foilpress. Just went to the kitchen to shut the refrigerator door because I heard the alarm. Yeah, that was definitely in here, Lorraine. It wasn't the refrigerator. And Aisha just saying, good morning again, everyone. Hi, Ben and Debbie, checking in from New Jersey and watching to learn as much as I can about the Foilpress, a tool I have yet to invest in. There's lots of questions flying in as well, which I think we'll tackle once we get onto some more demos. Yeah, we'll pile these up and we'll do a little Q&A section maybe after a few demos so that I'll make sure that I don't miss them and we get those questions all answered by our Debbie. But yeah, those for me, your main highlights so far. If you want to see what else we've got on the show, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu. Over to the other side of the studio, Debbie has got some finished samples. So this is focusing on these beautiful alphabet stamps, isn't it? Alphabet stamp and die.
Absolutely.
I get confused with these because they're stamps, but they're not stamps.
I know, it's hard, isn't it? Because we call them dies, but they're actually stamps.
Yeah.
So, but it's because they're metal, but they're not cut in. But some are cut in, so yeah, just to confuse you more. But yeah, me and Ben were just talking before about how we keep just forgetting our words lately. Yeah. So it's menopause for Ben and menopause for me.
Yeah, it really is. It is. It is.
So the stamp, and I love these ones because what you've got here is you've got a foil here that you can stamp, and then you've got your actual stamp detail that you stamp in between, and we're going to be showing that in the next demo and how easy these are to do, and they're so beautiful. I really love the fact that you can spell anything in these, which is lovely. So even making them Christmassy, I mean, look how gorgeous that one looks. Just amazing of what you can get there. If you don't want to colour and you just want to go on to some matte mirror card, it looks incredible. And in fact, I think that's been handwritten.
Yeah, it has,
so
isn't
if
it?
you're good with handwriting, I mean, it looks so amazing. And then if you do want to use your other dies, you can use those in front, those H and those Bs, and look lovely. But if you just want to use them as a monogram,
love it.
I mean, how beautiful does that look? So simple, so sophisticated, and we're going to show exactly how we can use them. So I'm going to bring in my machine. I've already got it heated up to temperature, and I've just grabbed myself a piece of white card. Now, the other thing I would recommend doing is whenever you're doing anything that you're using more than one letter, so I'm actually being very cheeky because my granddaughter's birthday is coming up in May. Oh, yeah. So I actually thought, well, I might as well make her a birthday card.
Unbelievable. So, my birthday's coming up in 11 days. You could make me a birthday card. I love that. I love that. It doesn't work like that, Georgina's saying.
Well, it probably would work like that if I had it in my diary. So I need to put it in my calendar, Ben. So,
okay.
Yes.
30th of April.
To remind me.
30th. Just remind everybody again. 30th of April, week on Friday. If you want to send your cards, your presents.
No one will forget mine this year because my birthday is out of lockdown. So it's
21st of June.
21st of June, see?
Same as Craig.
Same as Craig. So mine and Craig's same birthday,
Hey,
yes.
I tell you
We're
what,
greedy. We have the longest day of the year as well because it's summer solstice.
Seriously, there is going to be one heck of a big party here then, isn't there? Your birthday, Craig's birthday, out of lockdown.
I know.
Summer solstice.
I know.
Oh,
it's going to be amazing.
Amazing.
And it's Prince William's birthday. I always like the fact I share my birthday with a prince.
And Craig.
And Craig, of course. That's the prince I was talking about.
The crafty prince.
Right, so what I was saying, always make sure that you do your card a little bit bigger when you're planning how to do this. So my granddaughter is called Ava, so I know I need an A, V and an A. The other thing you need to be mindful of is the stamps, because the stamps are going to stamp in between. So use a bigger piece of card and then do your first letter, and then you can start planning your next two. So the first one I'm going to do is because I'm lucky enough that my granddaughter's name is spelt the same backwards and forwards.
Oh, yes.
It doesn't matter, but be mindful of where you're putting it because you actually turn these upside down. So the first thing I'm going to do is put her actual name on here.
How old is she going to be?
A. She's going to be 2.
Aww.
Yes, 2 years old. So yeah, she's so cute.
That's terrible twos.
And in fact, she's turned into a grumpy terrible twos for some reason. Yeah, she's always a really happy little girl. Yeah. And she's just realised that she can frown. So it's like, yeah, she's like frowns all the time.
And at that age, the frown is so cute that you end up laughing at them and they frown even more,
yeah,
don't they?
absolutely, yeah. And then she looks to the ground, so it's like... It's so cute, yeah, so cute. So sorry, I'm just going to take this off because I don't want it to overheat. Because the thing is with this, and I'm going to bring my booklet back in, this is what we call a small die. So you can see, now what we would say from a small, a medium and a large, I would say a small is about a quarter, a medium die is about 2/4, and then if it takes up most of the plate, I would say, I think I've got that wrong, a third, a third, and then two-thirds, and then the full thing, so yeah, full thing. So I've got my piece of foil ready, I've got my die ready, and I've got my card ready before I put it down. I'm also going to pop this up to number 10 because in my booklet it tells me then that for 300 DSM cardstock on a low heat I need it for 10 seconds. That's all I need it for. So I'm going to place this on here straight away. I'm going to put my foil over the top. I'm then going to put my card over the top, and then we're going to put our top plate on and count that down. So press start, and that will just heat that up perfectly to how we want it foiled, because the reason we don't want it to be over foiled is, the reason we don't put it any longer than the 10 seconds that it says is because it can over foil, and over foiling then means it then goes down to, it goes around the actual die that you're foiling. Where if you follow this booklet, it doesn't always, we're not saying that this is the absolute code of how it's going to work. You might find that you maybe need a couple of extra seconds or a couple of extra seconds less. But if I move this over, you'll be able to see. So this bit here, and I'll explain that. So I'm going to move this over. So that's given me my A. The reason this happened, I should have cut that down. Because I've put too much foil on there. It's because I'd done enough to do two at the same time. So what you would do is trim that down, and you wouldn't get that foiling around those edges. It's just, it's heated up this foil. So this is what you need to be mindful of. So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how we are going to stamp it before we do anything else.
I was going to say, because if people look and thinking, well, that A, there's a bit missing off the A, but that's on purpose, isn't it?
That's absolutely on purpose, yeah. So what I'm going to do, just so it doesn't distract the eye, let's just cut this piece down for the second. I've got a full one to use, and then we're going to show you how we stamp. So I'm just going to use my little 4x4 block. The stamp itself, so we've got the A. It shows you the stamp here. Now, if I bring this stamp off and bring it down, because there's like quite a lot of pattern going on the flowers, to be able to get exactly where you want it on the back. So always keep the packaging to here, because it will actually show you exactly where that's got to go, and that's a really good guide to follow. So what I am going to do is make sure, so I know my stem's going to come through this bit here, and then my other flower, so if I bring this here so you can see, my other flower is going to come across, and you've got that gap that goes into there and then through there, which is perfect for that stamp. So we're going to just come down. I'm just going to take that. I'm going to actually do that across my A. Bring in my ink pad. Now I'm using the, I've got the wrong one, but again, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to use alcohol, so you would use an alcohol proof. I've got one down here, so I'm just going to switch it over so I don't confuse anybody. It's not the colour I use, but that's fine. So stamping that over, making sure that's fully covered. We're going to then take that through. I'm going to go put my head over the top so we can stamp that straight down into that gap. And that gives us that precision all the way through there, which looks, I know, it's amazing. They are really simple to do, but if I can tell you anything, make sure you keep your packaging, because it really does teach you exactly where to put that. When you've then built them up, so I'm going to bring this one in here. You've bringing in all of these, and all you're going to do is colour them in. So I've just got my tri-blend pens, so we'll just do a little bit of colouring. And I'm just going to quickly colour my lightest colour into those petals. Then we're going to switch to our darkest colour. Just flicking that through that centre.
I mean, great as a card, but also, as I mentioned earlier, these are great for home decor pieces. You know, something like that, you could just frame it, couldn't you? Pop it in the
it'd be lovely in the bedroom. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So much versatility.
So when you then carry that on, I'm going to bring in my other one. So once you've coloured it in, it gives you that really pretty design, and you can see that's all foiled all through that centre there, which looks amazing. And then what I've done is cut it down. So this is what I was saying about making sure you have a bigger piece of card so you can actually, you've got room to where to put it. But then we'll bring the smaller one in and we're going to layer that just onto some mirror card. So pop that on to the front, and then we're just going to make my granddaughter's very pretty card.
Brilliant stuff. Love that. Do a bit of work, make a little birthday card.
Absolutely.
When's her birthday, did you say?
It's in May.
In May.
Yes, in May.
Okay.
So yours is the end of May, did you say?
End of April. Oh, you've forgotten
end
already.
Of April. I forgot
Unbelievable.
I thought it was the 30th of May.
30th of April.
30th of April.
Yeah, last day of April. I'm going to be not 60, Georgine. Never said a minute. I'll be.
Is it a big one?
No.
Oh, you've gone past that, haven't you? Have you?
I'm not 50.
No, I was thinking 40.
Oh, thank you. Georgine's just gone. He's going to be 50. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, in fact, I'll take your suggestion of how old I am, Debbie. Thank you.
Are you in your 40s?
Well, unbelievably, Debbie, I am only just.
Oh.
And I'll be a little bit more into my 40s come a week on Friday. I know it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because you were all probably thinking, ooh, late 20s.
I think late 20s is pushing it then.
All right. We'll take late 30s.
Late 30s, yeah, absolutely.
Great.
I would have said, late 30s.
That's what I was thinking when you and I hang out kind of things. I always think of you sort of being, sort of just 40.
I know, quite lucky. A lot of people say that. I'm well into my 50s.
No, you are not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
Well, you certainly don't look it, and I mean that in all sincerity.
Oh, thank you very much. Do you know what though, Ben? I love being in my 50s.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just love it.
What's so good about being in your 50s?
I don't know. I think for the first time ever, I feel like a grown-up.
It's funny.
Do you ever find that though, where you just feel like you're not quite there? And then I got into my 50s, I was like, yes, I've made it. I'm a grown-up.
Well, maybe I'll feel that same thing as you in about eight and a bit years' time. I was saying to Georgina actually today about how I don't feel that grown up, and how I feel like I've never really had a proper job in my life, and I've been working for like 24 years nearly. I don't feel grown up. And when you hang out with a lot of the guys here who are a lot younger than us, aren't they? You know what I mean? Sort of in their late 20s, 30s. I always think to myself, I'm the same age as them. And then it's like, oh, what are you again? I'm 23. Oh.
I know.
Right, I am old.
I don't wish I was younger anymore.
No?
I did when I was in my 30s. I never liked being in my 30s.
Oh, why do you not like your 30s?
Do you know what it was? For my 30s, I didn't like coming out of my 20s. I loved my 20s. And I really didn't like coming out of my 20s, so I never liked my 30s at all. And then I loved 40s, and I really loved being in my 50s.
Isn't it funny though, as you grow older? Because I remember when I was younger, sort of in my teens, and you'd look at someone who was, say, 50, for example, and you would think they were ancient. Well, I did. You're like, 50, that's really old. But then as I now sort of get to early 40s, I'm sort of looking at my dad, for example, who's he's 71 this year, and I look at him and think, oh, it's not that old, is it? Like 70, 75, not that old at all, really. Yeah, so as you get older, hopefully I'll be as fit as him. What's that? Oh yeah, parents and grandparents, no, never age. Always stay at the same age in your
It's because they grow with you, don't they? So you don't really see that change in them.
Yeah.
So I've just stamped myself out some flowers and
gorgeous.
A little sentiment, and we've got a little butterfly, and we're just going to finish that off. So I do just need to grab myself some, I'm not sure if we've got any at hand. So actually I will finish that in a bit, because all I'm going to do, I need to put that onto some foam pads, and we haven't got any at hand, but I will bring in my finished one where I've just made my stopper there.
Yep.
And then turn that one round. And you can see, just move all my mess out the way. And then we've got our beautiful Ava card there. So the colours on here that I've just used my dark pen. So this is the, it's the Pale Pink shades that I've used in the shades Tri-Blend. And there we go. But look how pretty that now looks.
That is gorgeous, and I think I'm going to have to say that when we do the demo of the show a little bit later on, you can't vote for that one because obviously...
Oh, no, I have a spare one.
Oh,
yeah, no,
good.
I have a spare one.
Well, you can vote for that one later on. We will be doing the vote on the demo of the show a little bit later on, but let us talk for a second about this collection. Honestly, I can't believe the deal that we're doing on this. As I said to you, when I was looking down the little list that I've got here earlier on and seeing the prices of these individually, I was thinking, all right, $5.99, $6.99, you know, you might get 3 or 4 of these, spell out the favourite person, you know, in your life, or just buying half the outfit, whatever it might be. But then I realised that we're doing it all as a big bundle deal for you, and we're doing it half price. I think this is phenomenal. £67 or $94. I'll just show you these samples again that I've got here. And what you've got to love about that is brilliantly demonstrated by Debbie there. You've got the ability to foil in whatever colour you want. You've got the stamp that goes with it too, which kind of wraps itself around the different letters that you've got within the collection. And as I said, once you've got an alphabet set like this, it is all about total personalisation. It is all about being able to make cards for whoever. It's all about being able to make home decor pieces for whoever. Invitations, these monograms look gorgeous. This has got to be the deal of the show. It really has. If you've already got yourself a foil press machine, then this has got to be the thing that you put in your basket today. £67 or $94 is the deal on this collection. I absolutely love it. We've got more deals to come as far as the Craft Vault deals are concerned, and also we've got a few questions coming in, so we're going to do a little Q&A section in just a few moments' time. But as always, let us now give you time to check out your baskets. You will miss nothing over the course of the next 90 seconds or so. So if you've got something in your basket, go check it out now, and we'll come back with more in just a few moments.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
Thank you for the messages coming in. Kim just said on YouTube, wait until you're 60. My brain tells me I'm in my 20s or 30s, but my body sure reminds me that I'm not. So there you go. Thank you, Kim. There's loads of questions coming in. So let's do those, shall we? Shall we run through a few of the questions so that we can get these answered? If there are any more questions that you want to ask, anything you want to chuck our way, then please do on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Patty's wanting to know, how big are the alphabet letters? I could probably tell you if I just stretch over. Shall I do that? Shall I answer that one? The alphabet letters, this is where you... Oh, I've wrecked it. The alphabet letters, so they are... No, I could tell you if I could find it, but I haven't got my glasses on, obviously. Oh, dear. Size-wise, I will have to come back to you on that one because I can't read it. Can you measure it over there? No, I have got my contacts in. That's the worrying thing.
I would say, well, I've just got my V here. I'm thinking, let's do, oh no, that would be exactly the same. So this one, I would say they'd be in the region of 2.5 by 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah, or 2.5 by 3 if you've got maybe a W. So, yeah.
Karen on Facebook says, would it be possible to heat emboss on the stamp, or would it make the foil go wonky?
Heat emboss onto...
I think onto the stamp.
Heat emboss onto the stamp. I don't think you would be able to because you'd need it to be wet.
Yes.
You could stamp it, so you could use it as a stamp, maybe. Yeah, but I don't know how you would stamp it because you'd have to have it onto something to be able to stamp down onto it. So no, I don't think you could actually stamp, unless you mean the actual stamps themselves that go in between the stamp.
Right.
So
which
not
you
the metal. You could do that.
Yes.
Yes. So that's a yes, sorry.
Depending on what you meant by the stamp.
Yeah, I think you mean the stamp, the actual rubber stamp.
That goes in between the letters.
Acrylic stamp
Okay.
that goes in between the letters. You can definitely heat emboss that, yes.
You sort of touched on this one already, but in case Carol wasn't watching, how do you line up the foiling and the stamp? I tried with one and missed after foiling it. Is there a trick to it?
Well, not really, no. The trick, I would say, is to have your paper cut to size and trim it down. So if you've got, so this is like a 5x7 platform. Just going to turn this off because it's quite hot at the moment. A 5x7 platform, I would have your card cut to that size.
Yeah.
And then there's a grid. So if I think if we turn that up, which way can we see the grid on there? I'm not sure if we can sort of see the grid.
Here comes George.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
There we go.
can see the grid. So you've actually got a grid on here, lines going backwards and forwards. So you've got that beautiful sort of crisscross, which means you can line anything up on there. So if you was to get your die, you can then line that up on the actual lines. So you would know where to put your paper then. So you could, in retrospect, do your card that goes into these lines, and then you would be able to line it up. And if you lined them up on every third line, you would know exactly where they are.
Okie dokie, and there's one more for now from Terry Tom Anderson, who says, could you use the foil stamps like letterpress, ink them up and run them through the Gemini as you would any other die?
So yes, you could do that. I'm not sure. You would have to use probably your pigment inks. They're probably the only inks that would stay, have the ink staying on them, because I think if you used any of the other inks, they might be a bit blotty. But your pigment inks, you could probably do that with. So yeah, I don't see why not. Give it a try. Let us know how you get on.
Super duper. Get any more questions and comments in. Unbelievably, almost 45 minutes into the show already. But Facebook and YouTube is where you need to comment. Also, let us know, like, if you've already got a foil press machine, if you love your foil press, if you've done some foiling, let everybody else know why you love doing it so much, how great the foil press machine is. And also, if you want to send us any pictures in as to what you've been up to, you can get in touch with the studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk is our email address. So send in your pics. Let us know what you have been foiling recently. We've got a couple of other deals to show you here as well, and these really are fantastic as far as prices are concerned. Craft Vault means low prices. The foil frames collection with 6 elements in total. Fantastic value for money. Oh, in fact, here we go. The foil stamp and cut tag die collection is what we're looking at next. 4 in total here for $19.17 or $22.08. So you're saving $12.79 or $14.72. Now, of course, with these, you've got the ability to actually foil your image, and then they're going to give you that cut as well. So this is what we were talking about. You'll know with these in that your stamps are sort of that silver colour. These, when they stamp and cut and give you that frame, they're that slightly darker colour. But look at these, absolutely gorgeous. The 4 different designs that you've got, and we will have a look at these in just a little while, but you've got your floral tag here, you've got this gorgeous oval tag, then on top of that, you've got this gorgeous little, it reminds me a little bit of like a little tea bag, but it's got like the confetti detailing on that, the confetti tag, and then you've got your heart tag included there as well. So that will foil and then give you that cut, that aperture as well. $19.17 or $22.08 is the deal on that collection. Now, we've also got more of your background foil stamp dies. These proving very popular indeed. Again, these really are stunning. You've got to picture these like in your mind's eye as far as how gorgeous these will look when you've got your gold and silver foil going with these. The first one here is this gorgeous damask detailing. Absolutely stunning. Again, you know, if you wanted to use this just to use as the background for a project, easy peasy with your foil press machine. Choose the foil that you want to work with and away you go. If I flip that around, you might be able to see it a little bit better. The design that you've got there is stunning, and even more sort of regal than that, if you like, is this next one, which brings you that gorgeous deluxe chandelier background. Take a look at that. That is opulence, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Just imagine that in silver or gold. $29.99 or $43.95 is the deal on that. Half price deal once again. Pretty much half price right across the show, as I've said. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm loving all of these deals. The alphabet, though, is something that you definitely need to get your hands on, which we'll chat more about again a little bit later on. Any more questions and comments, keep those coming in. We're going to go back to Debbie. We're going to have a look next. What are we looking at next, Debbie? Are we going to look at these two?
Yes, we are. Yeah, these are just beautiful. So we say backgrounds. Let me show you some of the samples that we've got. So even though it's a really big die, so I'll show you the actual die itself, a really large die, which is going to do your beautiful backgrounds. You can use them to do so many different things. So cutting them down, you can actually foil onto ribbon, which is amazing. You can make your invitations, which look incredible. I mean, how amazing does that look? And this has been done glittered onto glitter card, doing something in the background here, just being able to, or even just doing that small little piece just across the top. It completes the actual card, which is amazing. So lots of beautiful things. I adore this one. The chandelier is so beautiful. Looks absolutely gorgeous. You remember, you can put this onto anything. So doing it, we're going to show how to do this. This is the positive and the negative, and using them both on a card looks incredible. And one more, they're doing it on a really sort of really peachy, pinky background. Just looks incredible. So let's see exactly how they work and how we can do them. So we've got that gorgeous, should we do the chandelier one? Because I do love that one. Got to be that one. But either one are amazing. So again, should I take it off of here? It's they just.
Oh, it's a good job you going to the gym, Debbie, isn't it?
It is, yes. The park gym.
Debbie was talking about this before the show.
Yeah, let us know if you've got a park gym. Yeah, they're amazing.
There's a few of these are cropped up in the UK, just like randomly. Like we've got one in our local field, just like an outdoor gym. So yours has got like a little dip bar in it, hasn't it? Like a pull-up bar. You've got a little what's it called?
Don't you know? You should know all those. Cross trainer.
Oh yeah, that thing that I use in the gym all the time. Cross trainer.
Yeah, cross trainer. One of those. They've got like a rowing machine as well. Yeah, rowing machine, and you like pull down for your bingo wings, and you lift your body weight up on it. So you sit on it, and then you have these bars, and then you sort of pull up, and it pulls your whole body weight up. So you
you kneel on it, don't you? Do you put your knees on it and then?
I do. I just sat on it.
I think you're supposed to kneel on it, and then they're assisted pull-ups, aren't they?
Oh, is that what it is?
Well, I think that's what you're describing. I don't know.
I just sat on it. And I was thinking that'd be good for my bingo wings.
I love the way you call them bingo wings. You can tell that Debbie and I go to the gym quite a lot, can't you? Yeah, that thing that you do, that thing with that you sit on and it does that thing for your bingo wings, and yeah, you know that one.
That's the one.
How did we even get onto that? Oh yes, because you were ripping that out of the packet.
Yeah, I have to be strong. See, that's what you need. You need to tighten these up, don't you, to get your packets open.
So if you've got one of those things in your park, don't sit on it, kneel on it, so you can do the things there. Get your packets open. You're
That's so right. But let us know, because I think these parks or these gym parks are amazing. So let us know. And I found that we had one yesterday right round the corner from where we live. So
has that literally just cropped up, or have you just walked round that corner for the first time? And gone, oh, there's the gym there.
Well, actually, I go for many walks and I've not noticed it. So maybe I just thought it was because it's in a park. So there is like normal park things, but this is not for children. It actually says on there you mustn't use for children. But I just thought it was amazing. So let us know if one's cropped up in your area.
Absolutely. And let us know how much working out you need to do to get the packets open as well.
Yeah. Who needs their bingo wings tightening?
Bingo wings.
Okay, so I've heated up my machine. We've got it onto green now, so my light's gone green. I now know, because we did the last one, and I know that we need 40 seconds. So I'm going to put this timer up to 40 seconds. Takes all that hard work of me counting it down. I've got my foil ready, and I did have a piece of card. I'm trying to think. Let's do it onto something a bit different. Let's do it onto a piece of glitter card, because we can glitter onto card. But also what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab myself another piece of card, because then what we're going to do is to do the waste, what we call the waste, which is silly really, because it's not waste. There's so much we can do with it. So the first thing we're going to do is pop our die down, and I'm going to put it into the center. I'm then going to use my foil, and I'm going to do it shiny side down, so always shiny side down. And then we're going to place my cardstock over the top there.
Is the reason we can use our glitter card because it's encapsulated, or could you do it on unencapsulated glitter card, if you know what I mean?
You probably could, but it could be a bit patchy.
Right.
Yeah, it could be a bit patchy.
So get our glitter card then, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how it works, but it does work. So I'm going to count this down, because we've made sure that's all covered. The reason being, Ben, because our glitter card has a very slight like plastic shield over the top. It is plastic and it isn't. You can't rip it or anything. It's not. It's quite and it's what encapsulates it all.
Yeah.
So, but it foils so well onto it. So we're waiting for our countdown. So we've got 20 more seconds.
Good to know all the other things that you can actually foil onto as well, because like, what you're showing here, it's not just your normal cardstock. There's loads of different materials you can foil onto.
So many different ones.
Like faux leather and things like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we could do. In fact, we can do some faux leather. We can do some ribbons. So yeah, lots of different mediums to foil onto, and we can do all of that with a low temperature, which is amazing. I mean, obviously we've built in the extra temperatures. You've got a medium and you've got a high temperature, but we have found since having the machine out that you don't really need to have those that hot, because you can get away with so many different things. So I'm going to bring this over. Oh, I've used silver and I meant to use gold, because actually we're not going to see this very well onto. Oh, well, actually, this isn't a bad demo. It is a bad demo because some of it is not foiled onto it. So it means, because I've used that glitter card, I could have done with using a little bit extra on there, but it has still foiled onto there beautifully. Yeah, it looks gorgeous. So you've still got that effect. But if we were then to put this onto the other bit, there's lots of bits that didn't come off there. So what I am going to do, we're going to switch. I'm going to pop this back in. I'm going to use my tweezers. Turn that off now. Oh. There we go. I'm just waiting for that to heat back up. I'm just going to take this one off and bring in our next one. So let's use the Royal Damask. Oh, getting better. Look, I'm getting stronger.
All that working out.
Yeah, all that working out. So just letting my plates heat up. Always make sure that your temperature goes to the green light. So that won't take long to do that. And then we'll just bring in some other card. And then I'm going to use... I've got a piece here, the darker piece, so we can see it a little bit better. So waiting for that there we go, the light's gone green. I like that it bleeps at us and tells us exactly when it's ready.
It's good, isn't it?
Let's pop that up.
Because there are other foil machines out there on the market, but a lot of them you're kind of guessing how long you need to leave things on for.
It's all guesswork, yeah, all guesswork.
And that's when it goes wrong, isn't it?
Yes, can absolutely go wrong. And it can go wrong, Ben. You know what? Machines are machines, and they're made sometimes to not always do what we want them to do. But I would say a good 8 to 9 times out of 10, you're going to get perfect results with this machine. And it does take all that thinking out of it for you, because it regulates the temperature. It doesn't overheat either, because what it will do, and I will do it towards the end of the show, I will leave the machine on. And then what will happen, when it gets to that ultimate temperature that it's been on too long, it comes up cool on the top and it starts flashing and bleeping, and it cools itself down because it's been on for too long. So it's got that shut-off system as well, and a cooling system which will shut down. The Geminis as well have a built-in cooling system, not a cooling system, heat resistance.
Right.
So they take the heat. So when we made the Geminis, even before we bought out the Foilpress, we knew that we might want to, that was already in the sort of pipeline of wanting to do something like this to put through our machine, so it won't endanger the machine in any way whatsoever.
And just a question, because I know some people will ask this, it's been asked before, but obviously the Foilpress machine using the Gemini Junior, if people have got other die cutting and embossing machines, will it work with them, the Foilpress?
No, so the Foilpress has been specifically made for the Gemini. But what we can, if you've got a larger Gemini and not the Gemini Junior, we've got a plate. So actually, Ben, I haven't talked about that. So let's just talk about this top plate. This top plate here, there's a lip here, like a little wedge.
Yeah.
Always make sure that is butt up against that. You don't want to go underneath, because that could cause damage to your machine and damage to your plate as well. So make sure, no matter what you've got under there, this always fits in line with there. Now with the Gemini, big Gemini, you've got an extra board. It's the same as this, but bigger, and it has like little shoulders. And those little shoulders will go through the big Gemini, and then you can use this machine in your big Gemini as well. But you do need that extender plate, and it is on our website.
Good. In fact, it's on your screen there now, look at that.
Oh, look at that. See, we just have the perfect team.
Absolutely. George and George in the gallery today, by the way. Anyway, let's look at the big reveal. Here it comes.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. You've got that beautiful, gorgeous. I mean, that is absolutely stunning, really stunning. Now I'm just going to plug this straight back in, because what we are going to do is we're going to use this foil. Now it's slightly different how you do your waist. So I'm going to take this off, just pop that to the side, and I'm going to place this still facing down, so that shiny one down. So popping that onto my platform. I'm then going to bring in another piece of card. So let's bring in a piece of black card this time and pop that on there. And then what I'm going to do, Ben, we do need some extra shims, because we've got no metal in there that's heating up. So I'm going to grab myself 2 pieces of scrap card, and we're going to just place that over the top. And then I'm going to use this time my let me bring it in. I'm going to actually bring in my metal shim for my Gemini Junior, and then our top plate. So bring that in. And then this time I'm going to still count down exactly the same 40 seconds. But this time we've put a lot more shims in to heat that up. The metal plate will help heat inside. The shims will act as if it's that shim for like a dye that's been put in there. And then our top carbon plate will keep it all together. And again, you can see that's smooth across there. It's still on that rim, so that's not going to go anywhere. So we're just leaving that to count down. We've got 14 more seconds, and then we can put that through. And what it means, actually, did I put, I'm overthinking now, Ben. I'm wondering if I did put my piece of black card. I was worrying that I hadn't put my piece of card in there.
Menopause.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. I think menopause is definitely a thing.
When I say my memory's terrible, I was going to say there was a word I was trying to think of on the show this morning, and I can't even remember what the word was that I was trying to think of now. But
engineering.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, thank you. You did remember the word I couldn't think about. It's weird though, isn't it, when you're halfway through a sentence and you know what you want to say, but that word will just not come to the front of your brain so that you can say it. Dear, oh dear.
Absolutely.
Which is not good when you're on live TV.
Yeah, no, not good at all, not good at all. So this time we've done that one onto white card where we've got our beautiful pattern, and then on this one, if I pull this one away, we've got, now that again, that could have done with an extra few seconds just to get rid of some of that, but actually most of that has gone. And then you've got that beautiful, I mean that looks quite nice, it's almost like a shabby chic look, isn't it, having that sort of rough edges. So you've got your negative and your positive, and they just look absolutely stunning. So those background, and you can cut these down. These are going to last you a long time through all your crafting, all your backgrounds, everything you've got there. So yeah, they are amazing.
Isn't it great just to see all of these, as well as getting all of these great deals, isn't it great to see all of the different ways to be able to use the machine, the hints and the tips. So again, if you are one of those people seeing the comments coming in going, oh, well, I bought my foil press machine, last year and I've never got it out of the box, or I've used it once and I haven't used it again because I'm scared of it. Hopefully this is serving as, a great craft vault for the fact that you're getting these amazing deals, but actually almost a bit like a craft class that you're seeing all of the hints and tips and all the ways to be able to use your machine and all of the ways to be able to get the best out of your dies as well. The foil press machine is with us for our UK and EU viewers. Not available sadly currently in the US, however we are working on that. If you want to grab it today though, $99.99 is the price. If you're a platinum member, it comes down to $79.99. And of course, don't forget, today you're getting 100 bonus points as well. Hopefully you're seeing the value of this and hopefully you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I want to grab one of these because I want to be able to do the foiling. I want to be able to take my crafting to the next level. And you can see how simple it is to do with this machine as well. I truly believe that once you've got this back, once you've given it a go, you'll be coming back to it time and time and time again. We've got lots more to show you, lots more deals to bring to you as well. But before we do all that, here is a little video which will explain more all the features of your foil press machine.
The Gemini foil press has arrived. Professional and luxurious hot foil letterpress can now be achieved in your own home with our innovative foil press system. This clever machine has been designed with so many fabulous and unique features, and it really does take paper and mixed media crafting to an exciting new level. Delivering professional looking foiling results using a hot press technique that ensures crisp, clean images. Perfect for stationery, invitations, party decorations, home decor, and so much more. The foil press is the only hot foiling system that uses a silicone plate, and we've created a plate that has edge-to-edge heat, so no matter where you place the dies, the heat will be the same. There are no cold spots or hot spots, just one consistent temperature, which again ensures perfectly foiled results every time you use it. Fast heat up reduces wait time, making projects faster to complete. The innovative foil stamp and cut dies allows you to do exactly that, creating professional quality hot stamping, and they work on everything from paper, fabric, cardstock to leather, vinyl, balsa wood and more. Don't waste any of your foil, as you can use the negative foil left over to create another project. With any machine that involves the use of heat, safety features are an absolute priority. The foil press has been fitted with a built-in cool-down feature that kicks in when the machine has been in use for a lengthy amount of time. There is also an automatic shut-off feature that will turn the machine off if the heated platform has been engaged for 25 minutes and not used. Everything needed comes in the box, including a handy manual which gives you all the time and temperature settings for the dies, so you can start foiling straight away. The Gemini foil press, made by crafters, for crafters.
Lots of lovely messages coming in. Shadaya Hamid on Facebook is saying, bingo wings. New one to me. New one to tell my patients when they want to be lazy with their movements. Well, there you go. You heard it here first, didn't you? Rosalind is saying those background dies foil really well on glitter card and mirror card. And that is, again, I think something we'll explore over the course of the next hour or so, the kind of different things that you can foil onto. Barbara saying, I got my foil machine before I knew about Crafter's Companion. I love foiling with it. And Lorraine on Facebook, well, very excited that I came into my craft room to check my foil press alphabet stash. Found my Gemini plates. I've been looking for them since I organised my portable craft room the day I got it. Late January/early February. OMG. Well, Lorraine, you are welcome. We'll take a hand in that because obviously, we were chatting about the alphabets. You went in there to look and then you found your plate. So that's marvellous. And Dana on YouTube just saying, chatting about people who have bought this machine previously and they're not used it. That is me, says Dana. I have not used my machine, but that is the week's challenge. I love these demos. Honestly, it's not going to be a challenge at all. Because the great thing is, Dana, particularly if you haven't seen all of this show, head to YouTube afterwards, subscribe to our channel, and then you can make your own little playlist, but you can watch this show back at your leisure. So you can basically just craft along with Debbie and foil along with Debbie. It really doesn't need to be that scary. And I do think that once you've tried it, you'll come back and you'll go again and again and again. Particularly when you've got deals like this, and particularly when you've got items like this within your crafty stash, The alphabet, I just think, is a phenomenal buy. As I said to you a little bit earlier on, I thought all of these were individuals. You can go for them individually, but the deal is that you're going to get everything. You get 2 extras, of course, with these as well, because last time I checked, you get 26 letters in the alphabet. That's right, isn't it? 26. So there's 28. So I think you get your and. There's one other piece in there as well, an ampersand. What do you get? Good.
I don't know what the other one is. What's the other one?
But the point is, you get them all, right? It's everything. And with each of these, as you saw with the demos with Debbie a little bit earlier on, each of the letters comes with its own little floral arrangement stamp. And it's so clever, the fact that you foil the letter that you want, and then the foiling leaves a gap for you to stamp in that image afterwards. So it is brilliant. It is a half price deal, because these, normally, if you went for all of these, you'd pay $134.73 or $189.73. Today you pay £67 or $94. And of course, again, if you're a platinum member, you can take another 20% off that as well. It is all about creativity and versatility. It's all about being able to create gorgeous cards, gorgeous foiled projects, gorgeous home decor pieces with the minimum of fuss. And yet, I mean, seriously, you look at that card there and there's a bit of an outsider, you think, how long would that take? It takes you a matter of minutes when you've got this selection with your Foilpress machine. Half price, lots of you going for it, and I'm not surprised. Ultimate versatility, and the foiling, as you've seen, is just an absolute joy with that collection. $67 or $94. Next up, we have got your creator card. So we saw this a little bit earlier. And the prices we've amended here, because I think they were wrong earlier on. 41 or 49 is the deal on this. It's actually lower than we had earlier, so that's good news for you. So within this collection, you're going to get your butterflies and blooms. We saw a sneaky little peek of this earlier on Wake Up Call with Craig. But again, this is brilliant for the fact that you are going to get, obviously, all of this beautiful foiled image. And then you've got the ability as well, of course, to be able to cut with these. So again, not only do you get the foiling, but you get the ability to get that gorgeous finished project as well. You've got that finished card, if you like. So that's the creator card element with this. And again, whichever you choose, as far as your foil is concerned, you are going to create something beautiful. On top of that, you've got your Art Nouveau. So again, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful design, creating that wonderful foiling for you, but then also giving you that aperture too. And then on top of that, you've got your Art Deco as well. Just gorgeous. I love the Art Deco detailing that you've got with this, and all 3 of those you're going to get for £41 or $49, saving $33.97 or $40.97 today on those. Now, next up, we've got the especially for you, don't sing it. Especially for you, the Celebrate collection. And again, with these are your foil stamps. So these, again, are going to create that foiled image for you. And look at that, front of your card, gorgeous sentiment, beautifully foiled in the colour that you want it. And especially for you, nice again just to have these sentiments, isn't it? You know, this sort of time of the year, as we come out of this lockdown, you want to send a card which just says, especially for you, you have got that beautifully foiled with that die. And then on top of that, look at that, your exploding bottle, your Celebrate, $9.99 or $12.99 for the 2-piece collection there, saving $12.99 or $14.99. That is a better than half price deal, as our George has just said. Right. Next up, Christmas. This is a good time to pick up some Christmas deals because, of course, the prices are low because it is not Christmas right now, but you're going to be using these right now, I am sure, as you get ready for that festive season. And these are stunning. Again, think of all of the different colours you can foil these with. It looks gorgeous in the gold, but I can kind of see that in a little bit of red, maybe Christmas green potentially. Merry and bright with all of the different Christmassy bits and pieces there as far as the bows and holly and snowflakes are concerned. And as you've seen, very, very simple to do as well. Not only that, you're going to get Let It Snow Gorgeous, aren't they, to create your backgrounds to then sort of work away with. And then, of course, on top of that, you've got your Merry Christmas as well. I love that gorgeous wreath. So much detailing in there. And it isn't the gold. From where I'm standing, it sort of looks rose gold, but the gold on that is gorgeous. You just choose what foil you want to use to create that gorgeous, gorgeous foiling. $29.98 or $49.48 is the deal. Half price for all of those. Now, if you want some sentiments, I can bring you sentiments as well with these. Just a small little collection of 4 sentiments. So you've got with these invitation. Then on top of that, you have got party. You've also got your RSVP, and you've also got wedding. So again, if you're thinking to yourself, wow, big day coming up, how expensive can it be to, get wedding stationery, make all of these invites, make all of these kind of, table decorations and things. Again, you've got the ability to do it with your collection, beautifully foiled for $12.57 or $26.28. You've then also got your second collection here, which again is just perfect for things like happy birthday. You've then got on top of that your special friend, you've got the congratulations, and you've also got your save the date as well. Gorgeous as a 4 for $17.97 or $26.88. Next up, monograms. We've talked about those a little bit on this show as far as using your letters are concerned. These are great, kind of mini frames if you like, but once again, something a little bit different. If you've got the mini letters for these already from previous shows, you're quids in with these, but actually beautiful frames for whatever you want to pop into the center of these. So you've got the beautiful confetti explosion there, and again, look how gorgeous that's going to look, whether you're going for the gold or the silver or maybe something slightly different. That's going to look amazing. All these gorgeous frames you've got your elegance there. You've then got on top of that your geometric frame. Great for little invites, as I say, great for little table settings, maybe for a wedding or a celebration. You've then got your grande. You've got your hex frame. You've also got your classic plaque. And then last, but by no means least, this gorgeous laurel wreath as well. As I've said, perfect if you've got those smaller letters to pop into the frame, but super for whatever you want to pop in the centre of these. £36 or $60 is the deal, saving $17.93 or $27.65. Lots of lovely comments still flying in. Keep these coming. If you've got any questions that you want to ask as well over the course of the next 50 minutes or so, we will get those questions in to Debbie. I have got a few now if we want to do them. Or shall I save them for a bit later, Producer George? You want me to do them now? All right, we'll do them now. We'll do them now. Are you ready for some questions over there?
Absolutely.
All right. Carol on Facebook says, so, re your machine. Do you have to adjust your timing if you use the multi-surface foil onto paper as opposed to papercraft foil onto paper?
Oh, well, so I have to be completely honest. I can't remember the last time I've used the non-paper craft foil. I tend to always stick to the normal one, but I think it's a bit of trial and error on that one. So adjust it, try it, and then you might need to adjust it higher or lower. But I haven't really used that one, I have to be honest.
Okay.
We tend to just use the paper crafting foil on everything, so which tends to work.
Yolanda says, how do you keep your card or foil from shifting when you put the top plate on?
Yeah, so that can be a bit tricky. Now you can use low tack tape. When you are sometimes putting it together, it helps to. It's hard, isn't it? When you're crafting and when you're doing things, you forget that someone else might have that little bit of difficulty in doing it. So sometimes when we are putting something on here, like you may have seen me on that last demo, when I'm putting stuff on here, so I don't move it, I'm then trying to put my shim on by holding underneath. And it's then like sort of grabbing it and then letting it go. So And that's not probably the way to do it, but that's just because as a crafter, that's what you tend to sort of do without realising that other people might have that difficulty, and that might just prove a little bit too much. So what I would say is you can definitely do it towards the edge. There is no sweet spots on here, Ben, which is really good. So it means I can put my die right up into this corner, and it means if I get my low tack tape, I can actually tape down. I mean, this would be underneath, wouldn't it? So we'd have that down, we'd have our foil on top, this on top. You could then just put your piece of tape across there, and it won't harm that. So even though this is quite warm, the only thing I would say is when you're putting this on, put that right to the edge of, so you don't damage your cardstock, because what it might do is just make it go even more stickier. So as long as you've got a tiny bit that's holding that down, you can put that through and that will not come off your plate. So yeah, definitely use your low tack tape.
And one question here, now this goes back to whatever you were doing half an hour ago, and as you will all know, my memory has gone just a little bit here. How big was the card base for the card Debbie made? That was it. Oh, that was the birthday card for Ava.
Yes, so that was 300 GSM. I did that onto our white stamping card. 300 GSM.
How big was it though?
Oh, how big was it? Sorry.
Yeah.
The actual, where's the card here? So the first piece of card, let me bring in both pieces. The first piece of card that I did, I'm just going to measure it on my glass mat, was 8 1/4 by 4, and then I trimmed it to, let's just see, to 7 by 3.
Good.
So 7 by 3 fitted in those 3 letters, and then it was the bigger size just so, because you can see I haven't done, there's more gap on this side than what there is on this side, so then you just trim it down and you get it central then.
Lovely. Let's say we'll throw in another Q&A session in around about half an hour's time, so if you've got a question you haven't sent us yet, keep that coming in and we'll do another set around about 4:45. Got to say hello to Lorraine, who's just said, update, I like this. Purchased individually, I'd be interested to know exactly why you purchased these. WSN, BD, CB and A. Why did you pick those ones particularly? Have you already got some of the other ones and you're just making that alphabet? Lorraine, I need to know. So Lorraine has purchased WSN, BD, CB and A. So for the price it makes sense. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so for the price, it makes sense to buy the complete set. Absolutely, it does. P.S. Found an awesome Happy Mother's Day die. Oh, happy day. Now I need to put this Foilpress machine in its place. I am in charge here. Yes, Lorraine, you are. You need to put it in its place, give it a go, and get foiling. She says, thanks, Lord Ben and Lady Debbie. I like that. The Lord and Lady of the crafty manner today. Right, keep those comments coming. We're going to go back to Debbie with some more demos. What you got over there?
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to look at some of the words, because the one thing that we put on everything is sentiments. And these sentiments are great because you've got invite sentiments, wedding sentiments, you've got your general happy birthday, which is amazing. So lots of different things that you can put them onto. I love this one. So think of your watercolour cardstock and look at the back as well. It's got that beautiful, I can't remember the name of that die now, but the background
damask,
die, the damask, yes, got on the background there, looks beautiful. You've got your invites and your RSVPs. Your congratulations is really lovely because that's going to lend itself to so many different things. We've then got our invitation. Look at it on craft card. It looks really lovely. It's quite glamorous, isn't it, for some reason on craft card, even though it's used to just be a packaging card, wasn't it, craft card? And then you've got your wedding. So that one is using the waist, not the actual main one. And then using the wedding invitation onto there. And then we've got our special friend, which looks great. So they work with so many different ones. What I am going to do is I'm going to bring in some ribbon. So I've got some quite nice thick ribbon. I thought it was really nice to use these words going along the ribbon. So I've got my congratulations and I want to show you how well that goes onto there. So I'm going to bring my platform up and then pop the ribbon on. Now what's really good about this is you can make this as short or as long as you want. You just do it the way it goes into the machine each time, just making sure that you don't, it doesn't matter as long as this doesn't get tangled in there. You just need to either cut it to what you want it, or if you want a strip that goes across your card and you want to do it a few times. So what I am going to do is I'm going to work this out how we're going to do it, and get it the right way. So my congratulations. When it's turned round will be the other way. So we'll pop this onto here. I'm going to use it, let's do it onto our, we've got 1, 2, 3, our 4th line down.
Yeah.
So popping it onto there, so I know that is the central part. Then I can then put my ribbon, knowing that will go through the center. In fact, I am just going to do it through the center of both. That way I know my ribbon needs to be into this part. And then what we're going to do is bring our foil in. So I've got some of our, oh, I didn't cut that long enough. Let me bring in, let's do this nice rose gold one.
We've got lots of different foil on the website for you, actually. I think we've got most of the colours available for you. Oh, I'll tell a lie. We haven't got as much as I thought we did have. But do look on the web, because we have got some different coloured foils there for you, but grab them whilst they are there. Producer Georgie is saying probably got actually a little bit of a shortage of foils currently.
Shortage of foil?
Snaffle them up whilst they're there.
Shortage of foil?
Yeah, popular, you see.
I'm just going to bring this in. So it's telling me here that I've got satin ribbon on a low heat. I have got a small die. I only need 5 seconds, which actually I've probably spent far too long there. So I'm just going to pop that straight on the top. It doesn't tell me, I'm just making sure it doesn't tell me that I need any shim, because it will tell you if you need a card shim in there. And that would have been I'm not going to time that for 5 seconds. So I'm going to take that out and put that straight through. So because it's a Gemini and I have this ribbon, I can still do the same thing. So my ribbon doesn't get caught. I'm going to pause it and reverse it. So that will do the same thing, and then my ribbon won't get caught in the actual rollers there. So just bringing that back round. And it's just a nice way of being able to use that across your whole of your ribbon. So if I just take this away there,
yes,
we've then got our beautiful congratulations going across there. And then you can keep moving that along, so I can then move that along here. Yeah, you can shuffle it up. And actually I can just back that onto there. You'll just get like an imprint, but you're not going to notice that. But you can then put that on again, put that through again, and then you'll keep going where you get your congratulations along the top. So that's one way of being able to use the dies. If you just wanted to use them on beautiful, I'm going to bring in some mirror cards. So I did have a happy birthday one, Ben. So there it is, hiding amongst everything. So we're going to pop this one on again. So I'm going to put it this way round, put that into my center piece. I would say this one's a little bit bigger, but we're going to, let's bring in a nice silver to show on the actual pink cardstock. And what I would say is really have a play when you get your machine, or if you haven't, because a lot of people, Ben, are a little bit terrified of the foil press machine.
I've read comments like that today.
Yes, and what I would say is, what are you terrified of? Because all you can do is waste a piece of card.
Yeah.
It literally is a piece of card.
So the worst thing that can happen is you'll either leave it on for too long and like overfoil it, right? Or you perhaps will get the timings wrong and it'll underfoil it.
Yeah.
That's the worst that can happen, isn't it?
And I would say, keep yourself a notebook, and then you can write down all those little bits that you've done. So you can write down, or even put a little note in each packet when you've used it. So once you've used this die, if you've done some overfoiling, you can I put down 5 seconds in it, or 10 seconds in it overfoiled. Or you can write a little note and say, this was perfect with 5 seconds through the machine.
Yeah.
So, and then pop it in the packet, and that way every time you come to use that same die, you'll be able to know that you how you got that perfect foil in. So this one, just want to make sure and get this up the right way so we get the reveal there. So, oh.
Hello. What you done?
Well, I've embossed it.
That's clever.
Well, it's not, and I'm trying to think why, because I had my die the right way, didn't I? I had that way, put that on. I can't work out what I've done. Someone, I'm sure, will tell me, but I'm going to try that again because I'm not sure.
Is it the wrong way round?
I'm wondering, no, it's the right way, shiny side down.
No, is the dot?
Did I have it the other way? No, because if I'd done it the other way, the foil would have foiled onto there. Let's try that again. I'm not actually sure why that's done that. So let's give it another go.
Oh,
So
interesting. It's a mystery.
it's a mystery, right? I have done that right, haven't I? Yes. I'm actually questioning myself now. Let's just count that down again. I don't know why that hasn't foiled. That's strange. If it does it again, that's honestly, like, yeah. Someone's probably shouting at me saying, Debbie, you need to do this.
Definitely will work this time. Definitely.
But then that'll confuse me why it didn't work this time. But we've got a nice emboss.
We'll have to get George to rewind the tape and have a look later on.
Yeah, that's it.
If it
right.
works this time. Has it worked?
Let's see. Let's see. Oh. How weird.
That's so strange.
Why is that not working? It's embossed it again and not put the foil on. I'm wondering maybe if this is not the paper crafting foil.
And the multi...
And it needs more heat.
Yeah,
I bet that's what it is. Yes, I think that's what it is. I think I've used the non-paper craft foil. Let's try. So is that the one I use?
This is what I love about this place, though. Do you know what? Warts and all, we will show you.
We'll work it out.
We'll work it out with you as well.
Out,
have you got any foil that you used previously? So that's definitely the right foil now.
Oh my goodness, I don't know now.
Where was the foil you were using before?
It's white. That's white. Right, I'm going to use this one because that's what I used on the ribbon.
Yeah, exactly. So we know that works.
And I'm pretty sure, the white tubes are the paper crafting.
Yeah.
And the brown ones are the non ones.
Yes.
See, it happens to us all. But I do love that we have to work it out, Ben.
Oh yeah.
Because that's exactly how it should be.
Well, this is the kind of thing that could happen to you at home. Is the point?
Yes,
so
definitely.
Why not let it happen to us here on live TV? But then at least you'll know, won't you? If something like this does happen to you when you're at home, you'll be like, oh, I remember when that went wrong before, and this is probably the reason why. Keeping everything crossed. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, eyes crossed.
I've got everything crossed.
Here we go, we're crossing
and
everything.
And I'll just giggle again if it doesn't work.
It'll work this time.
Right, let's have a look.
Definitely.
Oh, it's worked.
Yay!
There we go, look at that. So I'm pretty sure it was the non-paper crafting foil.
Yes.
So it does show you need more heat with that. But it does also show that you get a good emboss if you just want to emboss out of here. Yes, George has just said it's mixed media foil. So and I've just seen on these, because can we see, there's a brown tube inside and a white tube. It's the white tube that is the paper craft. The brown tubes are the mixed media foils. Yeah, so anything you want to put a sentiment on, you can see you can either do your ribbon with it, which looks beautiful, and even mirror card as well.
Well, do you know what? I am so pleased more than anything that we managed to show you that, because I would have hated it for you to have got, if you got the two different foils and then you think, well, it's not working. Now you know the difference between it, which is brilliant. If you want to go for the Expressions 4-piece collection, $17.97 or $26.88 is the deal on that. Thank you as well to Lorraine. I was asking why you just bought those letters, WSNB, D, C and B. You said, my inner circle of family and friends' names either start or end with the above mentioned letters. How handy is that? You'll just have to make sure in future as well, if you make any new friends, that they've all got those, whether their name starts or ends with one of those letters, and if they don't, they can't be in your circle of friends, or at least you won't be able to make them any cards. But that is brilliant. Just a quick question from Rhonda Fagan on Facebook, who says, so are the foil pieces only used once, and can you salvage the scraps? I think we sort of answered that in the fact that you obviously use it once to get the foil, but then you can use the scraps, can't you, as we've shown? Oh
yeah, so what we class them as is a negative, a positive and a negative. So the positive is your first piece of foil that goes on, and your negative is the piece afterwards. So, and actually I've got a really good demo, hopefully we can show before the end of the show, which is using both together, so we can foil the die and then use the waste to refoil into that die.
There we go. Keep those questions coming. As I say, we'll do a full sort of question finale in about 20 minutes' time. And also, actually, yes, keep sending in your pictures too, because we would love to see what you've been up to as far as the foil press is concerned. Just a quick update on this little collection that we've got here, your Especially For You and Celebrate stamps. These are great again, and the kind of ones I think that you will use time and time again. I mean, Celebrate, how many celebrations are you going to be going to over the course of the next few months as the world begins to get back to normal? That gorgeous little champagne bottle is amazing. Again, whether you're foiling that in your gold or your silver will look just great. And then you've got Especially For You as well. And again, the kind of thing that, you know, we all make for birthdays, we all make for anniversaries, but sometimes it is just nice to be able to make a card especially for you, a project especially for you, and that's what you've got the ability to do with that two-piece collection. $9.99 or $12.99 is the deal on that. Now, as much as some of you have been, I think, a little bit scared of your foil press machines, and as we've discussed over the last 2 hours, you don't need to be scared at all. Lots of you have been very busy with your foil press machines as well, and you've been sending in your pictures. I love this picture from Gail. Gail, thank you so much. Goes to show that you can create some gorgeous home decor pieces. And again, you look at that, right? Those beautifully foiled letters from my alphabet collection. Get a frame. You know, which you can buy fairly inexpensively, and then you've got something there which you'd be happy to pay a good few quid for if you were to go into one of your boutique-y sort of vintagey shops. I love that. I'm sure Craig has done something similar with the foil press. I'm sure he's got a piece of home decor where he spelled out home and then framed it. But anyway, the point is, how great does that look, Gail? And you must be super proud of that, and how lovely will something like that look in your house? But this is what you can do. Liz, also just proving that you've got the ability to foil a whole host of different bits and pieces. Look at that, foiling onto those bottles. That is amazing.
That is amazing.
That is absolutely stunning. Really clever. I wouldn't even like to tackle how you went about doing that, but it's very clever. And it looks amazing. And again, kind of gives you the idea that you can use your foil press machines and foil onto a whole host of different things, whether it be card projects, whether it be your home decor pieces, whether it be for gift ideas to give to people. And of course, if you've got all the different ranges of colours, you've got so much that you can do for kind of anniversaries and birthdays all year round. Right. We've got about half an hour to go, so we will need to look at the demo of the show in just a little while. So we'll do that within the next 10 minutes or so you can get voting. But let's have a quick look, because we just showed you a few moments ago the expressions dies, so the Especially For You and Celebrate. And this is how great they look when you put them onto your projects. Look at this exploding champagne bottle. Oof.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this one. It's so much fun. It lends itself to everything. I mean, whether you've got a special birthday like a 21st or 30th, whatever you have, it would be amazing. But also weddings, congratulations, anything that you celebrate would look absolutely beautiful, and it looks so gorgeous with that grande dots at the back.
Yeah, it does.
So then we've got another one there, so doing it onto coloured cardstock. Now that's done onto green cardstock, which looks amazing, onto general black with that silver, looks incredible. Just different ways of being able to do it, looks amazing. I love this one. So we've got that gorgeous mirror card gone onto, which looks lovely. And then what about a tag for your bottle?
Oh yes, I love that
yeah,
idea.
how nice is that? I mean, that would be lovely if you've got weddings coming up and you could put that on your table and hang them over your bottles.
Yes.
Would look gorgeous. But then keeping it fun, what about a summer birthday, spring birthday? That looks amazing.
Isn't it great how just changing like the papers in the background makes it look quite quirky?
So different,
makes it look quite vintage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really
totally different ways. So that's your Celebrate, and then we've got your Especially For You, which is a really gorgeous design. What's lovely about these ones is this is your whole focal point for that card. You don't need to do a lot else. That actually looks like a present where the ribbon's placed, and it really does draw your eye into there. And then maybe using with some pretty flowers that you've got. So again, two totally different ones done a very similar way, but look totally different. I really love this one. I mean, how gorgeous does that look? Absolutely lovely. And again, again, doing that sort of vintage look, using your sort of more muted pastel-y colours. And then one here from Sarah's vintage range looks gorgeous, really lovely. And then another one there.
Wow,
so
like that.
beautiful. Yeah, they all look so lovely. But it does show you that you can use them in so many different ways and on so many different types of card. So I've got one here. We're going to show the especially for you. I'm going to bring my this up to, it's already up to heat. So we're on our green light. So I've already got that going. Then I'm going to look down. We're going to use our die. I had it, here it is. I'm always doing that, putting it somewhere else. So we've got that especially for you. Now the difference with this one, these are what we called solid dies. So this is like getting the negative to start with, and then you would get the positive, what's left over. So this bit is all going to foil. So we need a bit more heat for these ones. And I would say this is probably about sort of half of what our actual plate is.
Yeah.
Before I put it down though, I'm going to make sure that I grab myself, and as I know, wanted to use a different colour. So let me just
Make sure you get the right roll.
I know, I'm thinking
White
now,
roll,
gonna
innit?
get
White roll.
White roll, yes, white roll. So got
I
the
still
white
always
roll.
remember that myself now.
Yes, always use the white roll.
The white roll is all white.
And actually, it's, I have
paper,
to tell
yeah.
you, it really does show you, because I haven't actually used my Foilpress in quite a while,
Yeah.
apart from doing the odd bit of prepping for the two cards, so for Ava and for this one. And it was so easy to fall back into, Ben. Once you've worked out the logistics of it all, it really is very simple. So I'm going to do mine up to 13 seconds. I'm going to place my foil over the top, use my card, just place that down, and then we're going to put our shim over the top. So that's all ready, and then I'm going to count that down. So while that's counted down, again, the Foilpress, what it's doing is this base here is heating up our platform. The heat underneath is transmitting all around, which means that heat, along with the pressure of the Gemini when it goes through, will take this no problem whatsoever. So pulling that out straight and then running that through.
Do you have to, I think I asked this earlier, but once it's heated and beat, do you then have to use it straight away? Or say, for example, you were waiting for the countdown and then someone came to the door and you were with them for a second, and then you came back and used it?
I've never done that, Ben, so it's hard to tell.
Okay.
I would say if it's gone cool, it's not likely that it's going to come off. So I'm purposely leaving here to see, this is actually something that we probably want overfoiled.
Yeah.
Because what this actually does is it gives that block element. So taking this off, I would say it's better to do it while it's still hot.
So if someone comes to the door, ignore them. Yeah. Do this first.
So you can see that we've got that here, and then I'm going to take this off. I mean, you can see, look how beautiful. Let's turn it around the right way so you can see it. Taking that off, and that gives us that beautiful outline there, which is amazing. So taking this one off. Now, what I didn't do, Ben, you can actually cut around it. So where you cut round, I sort of just cut around the edge of mine. So when you cut them out, you could get in your actual tag. Now this is what I was saying about this time, you've got the positive in there. So sorry, I've used it on there, leave that to the side. So you could actually then refill that, and it gives you another tag.
Love it.
And this is almost like your positive, and you've actually stamped your negative out, which looks beautiful. So let's pop that to the side. And then we will make it's come at the right time, this one, because we'll make our other card up. So I've got especially for you. I'm just going to do another quick little card here. So we've got our panel. I've just got myself some butterflies and some ribbon. And then we can just pop this card together. So I'm just going to do it really quick and simple. So I've just used one of our lace border dies here and some butterflies. This is from the Butterfly, Nature's Garden Butterfly Collection.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put some, we've only got small ones, so sorry about the little tiny foam pads, but they all work the same way. So popping them into place. Where's my pokey tool? Why do I never put things down in the right place, Ben?
To be honest, just looking across to the side of the studio, I think you're as tidy as most.
I am quite
don't know how
tidy,
you've lost your pokey tool.
but I know I've actually lost my pokey tool. So, and I normally do put things down to in the same place, but it's obviously rolled somewhere. So taking them off. And the reason I wanted my pokey tool is if you stick your pokey tool in the backs of these, they come off really easy.
Unless you're Craig, you can get them off with his fingernails.
Yes, well I can do that. It just takes a little bit longer.
Oh, he does it so quickly.
So you've got long fingernails, Craig?
Never really studied them, to be honest with you, but he just seems to be able to. Jan always comments on that, the fact that you can whip off the backs of foam pads really quickly. I don't know, it's just
he is our expert, isn't he? And I can't even find, we've got our tape pen. Well, I was looking for some 3D Cloud glue gel. No, I always call it 3D
I tell you where a lot of that stuff is, because later on our Monday Makers, we've got the Totally Tiffany storage cases back, and a lot of the stuff which it's over there. Our Monday Mega Deal, a lot of the stuff's in there. That's where the 3D glue is. I can tell you that for nothing, because I saw it earlier on.
It's all pinched to go in there. It has,
yeah.
So we're just backing this onto our card. So I'm just using for quickness and because they're super strong and amazing, our tape pens. We're going to pop that onto the front of our card. So I've kept that really quite simple. And then just at the bottom, we're going to put another little bit here. And again, I just want to use, is this our foam? I can never find the foam tape, and we've only got some small ones. So actually,
I feel like grabbing those bags now because I know where all the stuff is, and it's literally the other side of the studio.
It's all. Do you know what it is? I normally bring my own bag in, and I haven't got my own bag today. That's what it is. So I've just made that little easel card. If I just bring that round, push up my butterfly leaves, and then we've got that beautiful. So it really needs little else because you've got that gorgeous, especially for you.
I love it. $9.99 or $12.99 for that full collection. So especially for you, as you saw, then you've got your Celebrate little bottle in there as well. Really, really super usable and the kind of thing that you'll come back to time and time again. $9.99 or $12.99 is the deal. Obviously, if you're a Platinum member, you can take another 20% off that price. The machine itself, though, if you want to grab that, still available for you here in the UK and in the EU. If you want to grab the machine today, $99.99 is the price on this, and it's a great day to get it. You're getting 100 bonus points. Obviously, that price that you're seeing on screen, you're not going to pay because you can take another 20% off that if you're a Platinum member. I hope one of two things today. I hope that if you haven't already got this machine, you're now thinking about grabbing it because you're seeing how easy it is to use. The fact that if you've got your Gemini Junior, you're already quizzing because it's the machine of choice really that you want to be using it with. The fact that you've got everything as far as you know how long it needs to take to heat up. You've got the matrix included with it as well, so you know exactly how long you need it to be heated up for all of the various dyes that you've got, all of the various materials that you can foil onto as well. So it makes it nice and simple to use, and it makes foiling at home super simple to do. So I hope if you are buying it today that you're doing it for those reasons. The other thing that I hope, the second thing is if you've already got your Foilpress machine at home and you're one of those people who've messaged in, and there are loads of you who've gone, oh, I've got this machine, never taken it out of the box because I'm too scared, or oh, I've got this and I've used it once and I made a mistake and then I put it away and never used it again. As we chatted about earlier on, like the worst thing that can happen is that you ruin a bit of card. You waste a bit of foil because you get the timing wrong and it overfoils or it underfoils, and you get it and you go, oh, that's not very good. But then you just go again, don't you? You don't worry about it. It's not like the end of the world. You just go, okay, well, I'll give it another go. And the more you use this, the more you practice with this, the better you'll become, and you'll do it so quickly. And then when you've got the hang of it, you'll be thinking to yourself, well, hang on a minute. Think of all of the different things that I can do with this machine. Think of all of the different projects I can make, cards, home decor pieces. Look at all the pictures that we had sent in a little bit earlier on. When you think of items that you can foil onto, we saw bottles earlier on, home decor pieces, and also think about this for the fact that if you are somebody who likes to make your cards to sell, whether it be to make yourself an extra buck or two, or whether you're somebody who likes to make cards and sell for charity, once you've foiled onto them, you can add a bit more on, can't you? As far as like selling them is concerned, you can add on another £1 here, £1 there, because it's kind of like taking your cards from amazing to like super amazing. The fact that you've foiled onto them, I think takes them to that next level. And particularly if you are kind of making for things like anniversaries, things like weddings, wedding stationery, it just takes your crafting, I think, to a whole new level. That's the price today for UK and EU viewers. That is the fact that you're getting 100 bonus points as well. So grab it today, take that plunge and give it a go. And if you've already got it, do me a favour, get yours out today and play with it. And then you can send us the pictures next time we do one of these shows, or indeed if you want to send pictures of what you've been up to, you can get in touch with me via my Facebook page. But enough whittering on from me. Let's have a look at this little video, which will explain in more detail about all the features of your foil press machine.
The Gemini foil press has arrived. Professional and luxurious hot foil letterpress can now be achieved in your own home with our innovative foil press system. This clever machine has been designed with so many fabulous and unique features, and it really does take paper and mixed media crafting to an exciting new level. Delivering professional looking foiling results using a hot press technique that ensures crisp, clean images. Perfect for stationery, invitations, party decorations, home decor, and so much more. The foil press is the only hot foiling system that uses a silicon plate, and we've created a plate that has edge-to-edge heat, so no matter where you place the dies, the heat will be the same. There are no cold spots or hot spots, just one consistent temperature, which again ensures perfectly foiled results every time you use it. Fast heat up reduces wait time, making projects faster to complete. The innovative foil stamp and cut dies allows you to do exactly that, creating professional quality hot stamping, and they work on everything from paper, fabric, cardstock to leather, vinyl, balsa wood and more. Don't waste any of your foil, as you can use the negative foil left over to create another project. With any machine that involves the use of heat, safety features are an absolute priority. The foil press has been fitted with a built-in cool-down feature that kicks in when the machine has been in use for a lengthy amount of time. There is also an automatic shut-off feature that will turn the machine off if the heated platform has been engaged for 25 minutes and not used. Everything needed comes in the box, including a handy manual which gives you all the time and temperature settings for the dies, so you can start foiling straight away. The Gemini foil press, made by crafters, for crafters.
I don't know where the last hour and 45 minutes has gone. It is absolutely flown by. I've really enjoyed this show. I've found it very educational. Have you found it educational? Hopefully you have. And now is the time to get voting on your demo of the show. So Debbie has got her crafty lineup the other side of the studio. So we'll number these 1 through... Imogen?
We've only done 2 full makes,
that's
okay. Why. Yeah,
so we'll number them 1 and 2 then?
1 and 2, yeah. Well, you were saying a big lineup. I was like, yeah. Look at my lineup.
It's not as big as I thought it was.
So yeah, number 1, we've got Ava, and number 2, especially for you. Yes, because we've been showing lots of different techniques on what we can do with our foiling, but only 2 finished examples there. So there you go.
Which is your favourite? 1 Ava or 2? Especially for you. I could have sworn you did a 3rd demo. Wow. There we go. What do I know? Vote now. We'll give you, let's give you about 5 minutes to get your votes in, and we will crown our winner very, very shortly indeed. And then, of course, Debbie will be making another project later on Monday Makers. We're talking all about those album spines a little bit later on, and you'll be able to vote for your demo of the day later. Let's just quickly come back to these creator cards. I'll show you the boards, and I know Debbie's got some finished samples over the other side of the studio as well. And the great thing about this, of course, is that you've got 3 different designs. And with these are your stamp and cut dies. So once again, you can foil that glorious image. It's going to give you the cut as well. And this here is just demonstrating the fact that you've got kind of your waste as well, as we're calling it. It's not really waste, is it? Because you've got the ability to create something absolutely gorgeous, whether you're foiling or then using the kind of leftover foil, if you like. So that one is your butterflies and blooms. Then on top of that, you're also going to get these two glorious frames. So if you like your Art Deco, then you'll love this one, which comes within the collection. It's glorious because the actual sides of the frame itself has got that sort of Art Deco fan going on. Then it will cut you the frame out as well. And then last but by no means least within this collection, you've also got your Art Nouveau. Some really, really lovely frames with plenty of detail, giving you the foil and then giving you that cut as well. All three of those for 41 or 49, saving 33.97 or 40.97. And these are what they look like when you pop them onto your projects. I love the colour that you've got over there. That's lovely. Look at that.
Yeah, they look amazing, don't they? Absolutely beautiful. So because they are a creator card, there's so much you can do with them. So being able to decorate your boxes look incredible. I mean, look at the shine that we're getting on there. But using a green on a lime green, how beautiful does that one look?
Give it a wiggle.
So, yeah. I mean, it's gorgeous, isn't it? So you've actually got a turquoise on top of there, but it does make it look more green, looks incredible. What about colouring them in?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, now how beautiful does that look? So you've got all that, so the negative part in there you can colour in, which is amazing. And then you've got those gorgeous designs, those Art Deco designs, which look incredible, very sophisticated. They're very they're great for your grandmas and your mums and your aunts. They look amazing, but what about something that looks more modern and really quirky? Just a really gorgeous design on the box there, looks incredible. And then you've got that really gorgeous design, so another sort of Art Deco one there. Love the way it's been used here with a different pattern in the centre, but using that red on the black, actually making an Art Deco card with it, having silver on that like lilac, looks incredible. And then again using it on, I'm really liking this look where you've got it on your inked background, and then you're showing, I mean, look how beautiful that looks. And then making a shaker card, so doing anything with them. And actually we're showing them all that way round. They could go either way round, those, because you can have them long ways, vertically and horizontally. So what I am going to do with one of them, I've shown a completely different one, haven't I? Oh no, I didn't. I showed that one. I was thinking I didn't show the creator card one. So we're going to do this slightly different, and it does tell you in the booklet, so I'm all up to heat. It tells me on here that if I'm using a foil stamp and cut die, it means it's slightly different. So I'm going to be using, we're going to use it onto just white cardstock, which is our white stamping card, 300 GSM.
Yeah.
It tells me, I'm going to say we've got quite a, I would say a medium die. So this is saying 45 seconds. So we need 45 seconds on our clock. So let's pop that up.
Sounds like some sort of quiz show.
Yeah.
45 seconds on the clock.
Does, doesn't it? Now, the real difference that you need with this one is this is when, and it comes with your foil press, you do need your bottom protective plate. Okay. So we're going to pop that onto there because our dies themselves are a lot thicker and they're going to cut. Yeah. So it will protect your rubber mat underneath. So I'm going to place that on there. We're going to use our pink here to put on the top. So I'm going to place that onto the top, and then we're going to place our card down over there. I'm just making sure that covers. Yep, we've got that covered. Now, we also need, because we're cutting out, I'm also going to put my Gemini metal shim in. Okay. So again, I'm putting it up to that plate because as you push it down, that makes I'm making sure that it doesn't move my underneath. Where sometimes if you just slide it onto it, it can move what you've got. So always butt it against this bit, put it down. Then I'm going to press my start for 45 seconds, and I'm also going to put on my top plate. Again, butting it down to this edge and layering it down. And what that's going to do, and you'll be able to, I mean, you don't put your hands on top, but you'll be able to start feeling that heat coming through. So if you've got sensitive fingers, then you don't need to touch top, but it's not going to burn you. It's not that hot. So as that heat's building up, our timer's going down, so we've got 19 more seconds.
Can you answer in 19 seconds a question from Jean, which says, can I foil on my other CC dies? If so, do I do anything different?
Oh, absolutely. So what you would do is, earlier I showed you how you would foil your negative with adding extra card shims, that's exactly how you would do your foiling an actual metal die.
There you go.
So my timer's gone down, perfect timing.
Exactly.
Pull that out and then we're going to run that through. So we're going to do something slightly different with this one and show something quite new to what you can do with your foils. So I can pop my machine to the side. So as this one comes out, we can take off all our layers. Let's pull that one off, pop that one back. So I'm just going to give this a tap so that comes away. And then you've got all these pieces. If I turn it on the back, you'll be able to see all these pieces will just pop out. So it's actually cut that die absolutely perfectly. So taking out all those pieces, that is then going to give us our beautiful foiling. I mean, look how gorgeous that foiling is on there. So just being gentle. The reason I'm being gentle is because I want to use this waste.
Okay.
So this is our foiling that
colour.
we've got. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Smashing.
Now, just before you come back to me, I did do another one. So I've done a silver one. Just started to take that one off so you can see we've then got those two. So we've got our silver and we've got our one foiled here. Now, what you've then got, you've got the waste from your pink one and the waste from your silver one, which means I can use my pink one over the top of this one. Now all you have to do, let me just make sure, is find, I think we're this way round, you find where that goes back into. It's absolutely perfect because it's cut it as well, so the shape is perfect all the way round. But what it means is that we get double foiling. So what I am going to do is bring in some low-tack tape. And we're just going to tape them together, because then what we're going to do is put them back down and foil the gaps. So I'm just making sure we've got that lined up, put that across and fold it back there. And that should then just give us that. No, it doesn't, because it's going to roll up. So I will do another piece on the opposite side, just so we know that that's going to foil in between. So there we go. Just take that bit of time just to put that on. And then what we're going to do, it keeps moving because I'm shifting it about. There we go. And then we're going to run that back through. So what we're actually doing is we're double foiling. So let me bring this back up.
So the tip here is, if you're not going to, because not necessarily every time would you foil your piece and then foil the waste afterwards, but the tip is to keep those pieces, isn't it, in a little box?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely do that. And then you've got another one there. So if you was to place that one over the top, you'd then get the opposite way round. So I'm going to leave this base plate on because that's going to help with the foiling. I'm going to turn this upside down. And then we're going to use a couple of shims. So let me just bring in a couple of extra shims. Pop them over the top because we want to bulk that out. I'm going to still use my metal shim and my top plate. So that's building up all my layers in there. I'm just going to start counting that down. So that's heating up. So those extra layers, those extra shims we put in are going to make, they will help with not having the metal die inside. And they will then foil in between. So you've got a double foiling. So just counting those ones down.
Thank you for all your votes, by the way, on the demo of the show. We do have a winner. Should I do that now, or are we going to do that? We'll do it in a minute. Producer George has said she thinks that number 1 won. I shall say no more. We'll find out in just a few moments' time.
My little Ava.
Ah, Georgina's just gone, Producer George. Well, I'm normally always right.
You sound like my partner. That's what he always says. Well, I'm always right.
You sound like my wife. That's what she always says. But she goes, I am always right. Oh dear. Okay.
And you always find people that say they're always right when they're wrong. They never apologise.
Oh yeah, like Producer Georgina. Yeah, never. But she just gone. I always hold my hands up when I'm wrong, which is very rare.
Right. So let me just find where I put my tape down. It's actually just gone into the cards. I can't see. There we go. Pull this one off. And then if I do the reveal there, so you can see this is completely clear, because as we bring that away, there is nothing left on there.
That's great.
But when I shine this, we've now got double foiling. I mean, look at that.
That's stunning, isn't it?
How incredible is that? It's absolutely beautiful. So you've got silver foiling in your pink foiling. So really, absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, seriously, to kind of wrap up the show, if you like, I mean, we promised you glitz and glam and sparkle, and you've certainly had that across the show. That's the way to finish, though, isn't it? If you want to be able to recreate that demo, you will need the foil stamp and cut die creator card 3-piece collection, which is the one that I have in my paws right there. That went very Devonshire then, didn't it, for a second? Your butterflies and blooms. 5x5, of course, that one in size. You've then got on top of that your Art Deco. And then you've also got your Art Nouveau as well. £41 or $49. Look at the saving again today. Almost a half price saving. $43.97 or $40.97 is what you'll be saving. What I will say to you as we finish is what I said at the start, is that you need to take advantage of these deals. If you've already got a foil press, get it out. Grab some of these craft vault deals. If you haven't yet got a foil press, hopefully, if you're a UK or EU viewer, you are taking advantage of the deal of getting that foil press today, and your appetite is sufficiently wet so that you can get this back and get crafting with it. Right, everyone is going, well, what's won the demo of the show? What is it? Well, I can tell you, it's either number 1 or number 2. Number 1 was Ava. Number 2 was especially for you, and the winner is... Georgina's going to be pleased because she's always right. Number 1!
It had to be our Ava, didn't it? So, yeah, it is a beautiful card. Thank you, everybody.
Brilliant stuff.
I've got a spare
You've got a spare, good.
Yeah.
Just before we wrap up, that will be, of course, one of the contenders for Demo of the Day. We'll be doing another demo, or more demos, later on in Monday Makers, of course, and you'll get to vote for your Demo of the Day later on as well. Make sure you check out your baskets. I know loads of you wait till the end of the show because you don't want to miss anything. So now is the time to do it. If you have anything in your basket, get it checked out right now, and you can make sure that you get those deals winging their way to you. Debbie, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Ben. It's been a lovely couple of hours, and thank you everyone out there.
Lovely stuff, and we shall do it all over again very shortly indeed. And if you're wondering what is coming up here on Crafters TV, here is some more information for you.
Monday evening here in the UK, 7 p.m. UK time, that's 2 p.m. Eastern time, is all about Monday Makers. The one point of the week where we kind of go a little bit more advanced with the demonstrations. And this week, lots of products on the show, but I'm really excited to see the awesome penny sliders and see what the lovely Debbie comes up with these. Then, of course, tomorrow we always kick things off with Wake Up Call with Craig. Ben's going to be joining him, and that's at midday here in the UK, or 7 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you there.